Greetings all, and welcome back to Globbits Gaming Channel. If you're watching this video, you've liked the title, and you want to know how I play Elite Dangerous. Now, what this game basically means, I've been waiting for this game to come out for around about 22 years. This game was originally out on the Amiga, for those you can cast your minds back that far. For the younger ones in the audience, you won't know what an Amiga is. It used to use floppy disks and all that kind of stuff. And we didn't even know what a megabyte was back then. Cast your minds back to the other. Now then, you will get, when you start up Elite, if you want to play this game, it's available from the Elite Dangerous website, which I'll post a link in the description below. And it's still in beta at the moment. Still in the beta test. And you can pay £50 to get access to the premium beta. Also, you get a copy of the game when it comes out as well. But this is basically, if you buy the beta, it allows you to get a head start from a lot of the other people that haven't bought the game yet. Right then, so this is your ship. Okay, this is your ship. All right, this is your cockpit view. Now, the big problem you're going to have with this game is you start off inside a space station like this. Now, you guys, if you play this for the first time, you'll start off in Azaban City, which is a bit of a problem because you have to get out of it. There is an option to play the combat scenarios, but there is no real tutorial to this game yet. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to give you the basic ins and outs of how to get out of the space station to start with, and what you want to do for your first few hours of gameplay. Now, you've got a lot of choices in this game. You can become a pirate, you can work for one of the military segments of any of the system, like the Federation and the governments, things like that. It's an open-ended game. You do what the hell you want. What you want to do, in my opinion, to start with, though, is you want to trade. You want to become a bit of a Del Boy. Alright? Start trading. Now, the ship you're going to have will be a Sidewinder. It won't have a very capacious cargo hold. Now, the first thing I did is I ground up to this particular ship, the ship I'm in now, which is a hauler. You can see on my status thing here. Now, all I did to get to that menu is I pressed the 4. Okay, button number 4. If you press 1, you get to navigation pane. If you press 2, you get to your comms, where you can talk to people. Now, you use the W and S keys to navigate the menu, and you press spacebar to select. If I press 3, it focuses on the menu in front of me, for those that you can't see very well. Alright, now you can also free look as well, but unfortunately you can't do this while you're in the hangar. Bottom left of the screen, you've got the Owlin Enterprise from the Owlin System, Federation Jurisdiction. It's a corporate high-tech starport, or a system, and there's the information about the system. And there's next to the right of that, there's a little space station thing, and then you've got the middle bit, which is the menu. To the right of the menu, you've got a little crosshair thing. We'll come on to what that is later. And then on the right hand side of that, you've got my ship with its shields. The blue rings are the shields, and the hull is self-explanatory. And then you've got my systems to the right of that. You've got system, engine, and weapons. Now, you can divert the power from your reactor to the different systems using the arrows. If I press the down arrow, it resets everything to 2 bars in each. If I press the left arrow key once, it moves more power to the systems than it does to anywhere else. What this means, it will recharge my shields faster. More on that later. I usually put all my power in engines, alright, because I like to have faster engines. Because this thing is basically, the hauler is basically a transit van. It's a van to carry things around in space. You've also got your mass lock, landing and cargo scoop thing, and fuel and all that kind of stuff. We'll come on to that later when we actually get flying. The first thing you need to do then, you're going to start off with 1,000 credits. It's going to Starport Services by pressing the spacebar, and you'll get into Owlin Enterprise Starport Services like so. Now, loads of menus. Okay, the first thing you need to go to is to double check. I think you'll have full fuel, yeah, which I have, yeah, and always check for fuel to make sure you've got full fuel before you leave. You've got the bulletin board when you can do missions. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to have a look to see if I can get to either of these stations in a moment, and we'll do a bit of a mission. And then you've got what we call commodities market. Alright, for contacts, you can talk to the local pilots federation and clear your record, security office and pay your fines or the bounty vouchers. Alright, outfitting basically means you can send your ship into the bay to get fixed. This is my ship. You will have a lot smaller ship than this. You'll have a Sidewinder. I can put things on this ship, for example, if I want to buy, I don't know, a kill warrant scanner, cargo scanner, chaff launcher, whatever else. Now, basically, if you want a cargo scanner, to scan other people's ships to see what cargo they carry so you can destroy them. Well, I'm not one of those guys. I'm not a pirate. I'm not going to do that yet. Once I get a little bit better at the game, I probably will. But you can basically pick whatever you want. This utility mount here, you can put different things on. For my support tech, I think I can put a... No, you won't be able to get it from here. Autopilot system and all that kind of good stuff. Now you see there it can carry 16 units or tons of cargo. It's probably a little bit more than that, but 16 units of cargo. And I have 58,000 credits. Okay, I've been working away at this for a while. This ship increases your transport capacity by 4 times, so you can easily start making money. You can buy other ships. The ship I'm aiming for is a Cobra Mark III. I don't know what the carriage capacity of that is. If anybody knows in the comments, you can put it in the comments below. But that'll allow me to go do combat missions. So I'm aiming for that amount of credits. You can also buy really big transporters for... I might actually go for that, actually. Big ass transport and then go straight for an Anaconda, but we'll see. You can buy different ships. The first thing you're going to do, present yourself with a commodities market. Now, this is a bit of a thing. To go from Owlin to a place called Chango Dock, which is a really good trade route, basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy something from here and sell it elsewhere. Alright, to sell it elsewhere. Now, how do you know what you're going to sell, what you're going to buy? Well, the easiest thing to do is to download Slopeys. Okay, Slopeys Best Profit Calculator. I'll show you what that is just now. Bear with me. Right then, this is Slopeys Best Profit Calculator. Alright, now as a new player, this is what I used. There was a version of this for the Amiga as well, or you could do this on paper. Right. What you basically do here then is you need to enter which system you're in. So we're in Owlin, Owlin Enterprise, and the closest system to us is a system called iBootis. Okay, and the name of the bay is Chango Dock. Now that's where we're going to go to. So what you need to do is set your cargo capacity and your credits, alright, and your jump range, which you'll figure out later, and then press the search button. Now what will happen here, it will do a profit calculation of all the best profits for you to buy and sell. Now, what it's telling me to do here, I have to go from Owlin to iBootis and take with me terrain enrichment systems. I can only buy 14, it's going to cost me 55,000 credits. Okay, I will sell them for 9,000 profit, and on the return trip I bring back fish for a total profit of 12,156. So that's how you use Slopeys. There's lots of other little things you can do. Alright, you can change all the different bits and pieces, and I haven't worked that out yet. This is what I use it for. Now I've selected the round trip. You can do this for single journeys. Say for example, I don't know, I want to go to Owlin to out of the middle of Nowhereville. I press Owlin, out of the middle of Nowhereville, and see where it ends up, and see where the best profit run will be. This is a really good trade run for me though, because it only takes me one jump. I'll explain what that means in a moment. So back to the game. So what do we have to do now then? Well, we have to buy our terrain enrichment systems. So, first thing we do is collect terrain enrichment systems, and we buy as many as we can afford. We can afford 14. Okay, not enough money. We submit, it gets loaded. Now, I've got 16 units, 14 out of 16 units of cargo. Now, I do know that other place also buys, I think it's agri-medicines, so I'll buy some agri-medicines for the other 2 items of cargo. And it says my cargo holds full. Now, I'll do a how-to version of flying and all that kind of stuff. I'll try and teach you as I'm doing it. So, right, I'm fully loaded, I'm fully fueled up, and I'm ready to go on my first trading run. Okay, now this is where everything can go either horribly wrong or great. Now, first thing I need to do is I need to go down to the button and I press launch. Cinematic will happen and I'll get launched. Okay, now I've remapped my buttons. Alright, and I'll try and tell you what they are. So, my docking clamps will be released. The platformy thing will go down. What I'm going to do is I press R to go up, like this. Gently tapping R and I ascend. I take away my landing gear on G and I go up. Now, my throttle to go forward is on the W and S keys, but I need to go up a little bit more and I need to aim for that blue slit there. Alright, so these are all other players, and I'm going to gently just aim my ship towards the door, gently press up, W. Now I need to press the A and D keys to roll my ship like this. Aim towards the door. As soon as I go through the door, as soon as I'm out the door, we're done. Power up, power away, W, and we're away. Now, what I've done here is I've basically flown out the station door. Made that look easy. I will do a tutorial on how to fly. I'll tell you, look at my key bindings as well in the next video. I might do it in this one, I don't know yet. Right, so all stop is X. So I'm just going to stop in position. Everything slows down. Now, I need to go to iBootis, so I need to pick my navigation menu. So, first thing I do, go to press 1, okay, and I go to this box here, this menu here. Now, I need to go to navigation. I need to scroll down and I need to find iBootis. Spacebar over iBootis and lock destination. Press 1 again. Now, the little crosshair to the right of my map, just there that I'm looking at, you can see, that tells me, the little see-through circle, the yellow see-through square, sorry, tells me that the system is behind me. Alright, so what I need to do, I need to rotate the ship, and then push up with the mouse to point the ship towards the little square. And there's iBootis, just what we will do before we go any further. There's the docking port itself. That's the first view you'll get. Now, how pretty is that? When you come to land, you've got to get in that hole. And that is a task in itself. So what we're going to do then, aim ourselves toward iBootis, over here, and full throttle using the W key, power up, and start moving. Now, you can see down here, it says down there that I'm mass locked. Little blue square there, got landing gear, cargo scoop, and mass lock. That basically means I'm too close to the station to engage my hyperdrive. Alright, my fuel is also there as well. And you can also see that I'm a good boy. I've only got 1400 credits left. I've got no crime and no bounty. Fantastic. You can basically use the free look to also open up the menus. Yeah, there's your comm menu, info, all that kind of good stuff. Now, I've got free look using my pilot's head onto the middle mouse button. As soon as you press the middle mouse button again, it goes back to the pilot and you're back in control of the ship again. So, as you can probably see, doing 200 kilometers a second is going to take me an absolute decade to get to iBootis because it's 3.53 light years away. Miles away. So the first thing I need to do then, I need to power up my hyperdrive. I do this once I've locked onto iBootis through the menu, press the J key. You'll see it starts to charge. You have to wait for it to charge up. This will take a while. It charges. You see my heat building on the left hand side of my map. 63, 64, 65. 3, 2, 1. And I'm in hyperspace. Now this is one of the prettiest parts of this entire game. Absolutely amazing effects on this one. Okay. The frosty bit of the screen is natural. It's my computer loading. And we're into hyperspace. Travelling stupidly fast. What this will do, it will bring us out at the nav beacon for the iBootis system. When it eventually gets there. Boom! First thing you need to do, guys, turn your ship away from the sun. Alright. And then all stop. Pressing X. You don't want to be flying around while you're working your menus, guys. Just slow right down. Press the 1. Okay, and we need to go to Chango Dock. Yeah, if we spacebar over Chango Dock, lock destination with spacebar again, we get this menu. You can see it down there. This is our Super Cruise menu. Now what Super Cruise is a way of going extra fast. I use this in simple terms, going a damn sight faster than what we would do with a normal thrust. So we're travelling at the moment at 30 kilometers a second. Alright, and we are 509 light seconds away from Chango Dock. So what we're going to do, increase our power. Now this is the dangerous part of this particular, well, the awkward part of this particular part of the game. What you've got to do, you've got to get there fast enough, but not too fast, because what you'll do is you'll overshoot. Your ship only accelerates and decelerates at a certain pace. Now you can see down by the right hand side of my map there, I'm travelling at 1.3 C, which is, I assume, fucking fast. I have to keep that number at a tenth of whatever the distance is. That's a general good rule. I'm travelling at 11, 12, 13, 14. I don't have to worry, I can go plenty, I can go a lot faster than this at the moment. However, when it starts to get to like 200 light seconds, I need to think about slowing down. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to drop the power off a little bit. 16C is plenty at the moment. And then start to slow down significantly as we get closer. Depends how long you want to take this, guys. You're going to get this wrong a few times, don't worry about it. Just gently keep your ship pointing towards it. Slow right down.
I have a bad feeling about this.
She has a bad feeling about this. Now, it says that I'm going to impact into something. Doesn't matter. It just means I'm pointing my ship at the planet. If I move it up slightly, it doesn't matter. I'm travelling at 0.5 and I'm 5 light seconds away. I'm on good par here for a good run. Yeah, a good speed super cruise. Aim myself towards Chango Dock. Now, what you've got to do, as you can see from the thing down there, you've got to get your distance less than 1,000 kilometres and a speed of less than 1,000 kilometres a second to be able to jump out of super cruise effectively and land within 20 kilometres of Chango Dock. So I'm getting in there nice and slow. Alright, down to 12,000 kilometres a second now, 10,000. Stuff's ticking down slow. You can take this as fast as slow as you want. If you overshoot, it doesn't matter. Alright, in fact, I will deliberately overshoot. I'll deliberately overshoot, because this is probably what you're going to do to start with. Alright, you're going to be going too fast, and you're going far too quickly, and you just go shoom, and you miss. So all you do, guys, you slow right down, you turn around. Alright, find Chango Dock again. And just repeat. Alright, and do it slowly. You're probably going to fail this the first few times. It's not an issue. Yeah, I failed the first few times as well. Well, I say that, I did alright, because I've already had this game before. Back in the day, you used to have to speed up time. Alright, so I'm less than 1,000 kilometers a second. As soon as this gets below 1,000 kilometers distance, all I do is I press the J key again, like so. So then it says safe disengage, press the J key, and it brings you in to within about 20 kilometers of the station that you're aiming for. This shuddering side of things is just a loading screen, guys. It's how the game hides the loading screen. It has to basically bring up Chango Dock, which I believe is a Coriolis station, which is a big hexagonal prism. Or pentagonal prism, whatever you want to bloody call it. It's a fucking great big angled block. You'll see it in a minute. It's taking a while. It's because it's the first time I've loaded up this particular space station today, I think. Not a big issue. Right, so, my key bindings then. Might be a good idea to show you that while we're waiting, actually. If I can. No, it won't let me. Won't let me press escape. Okay, so, I'm going to do an all stop. And I'll show you my key bindings for flight, so you'll understand what I'm actually doing. Okay, I haven't got the standard set of key bindings. The ones I changed... Mouse axis X and Y, I changed to yaw and pitch. Right, this is important. It allows you to use your mouse to point your ship in the direction you're going. Sensitivity and all that kind of stuff, I left that standard. I also changed the roll left, roll right to the A and D keys. Okay, we'll come on to that, what they are in a moment. A and D for roll left and right. I also changed thrust left, thrust right. I think these are standard, Q and E, and thrust up, thrust down to R and F. Right, they're really close to the WASD keys. I found that a lot easier. Increase and decrease throttle on W and S, and it's continuous. X is all stop. Okay, you can change that differently to whatever key bindings you want. That's not a problem. I don't bother at the moment. If you want to disable flight assist, wouldn't recommend this for a new player, but you can do. I put engine boost onto space. It's normally tab, but I put it onto space. And the drive is J. That's fine. Next cycle, next ship is tab. And what else did I change? Silent run is delete, don't need to worry about that. Heat sinks V, don't worry about that. There's how you increase all your sensors and things. Landing gear I changed to G, right, because G for gear. Alright, so there's my controls. Now you'll understand what I'm doing as I'm going through this particular flight then. So, if I want to rotate my ship, I press the A and D keys to roll like this. The mouse basically points the ship in whatever direction I want to. That's the yaw and pitch. Q and E make me go side to side, like so. You can see the stars moving there. And then R and F make me go up and down. Now, I'm 20 kilometers away from Chango Dock. The first thing you need to do, the entrance, the station always turns anti-clockwise to the entrance. Right? So that's the side the entrance is going to be. So it's turning away from me. So therefore the entrance is on this side. Alright, you'll get to know that later. So what I'm going to do, power up to full throttle. You'll notice at the bottom there, I've put 4 bars of power into the engine. If I decrease that, set it to standard, I don't go as fast. You can see by my speedo there. Yeah, if I increase my engine capacity, it puts it up to faster. Basically, it makes it go faster. What I'm going to do is I'm going to head to where I perceive the door's going to be. Now, I can press spacebar to do a little bit of a speed boost. Watch my speed, the 200. There you go, spacebar. Takes it up to 280, but it can't maintain that. That's just a quick afterburner. right, but it allows you to get towards Chango Dock a lot quicker. Every time it drops down to 220, you'll notice my heat goes up every time I do this by a couple of percent. The less heat you're emitting, the harder it is for pirates and nasty individuals to try and spot you and basically kill you. So what I'm going to do now, you see the signs outside the station. You can see them. They're basically advertisements. There is advertising in space. Right, that's where the door is. Now, there's lots of different ways to dock. There's an easy way, and then there's getting it wrong. What you need to do then is find where those, find where the door is. You can see it right there. I don't know why it slowed down so much. Let's try and get the space station off the screen. It just slowed down massively. My processor must be having a brain fart. All I'm going to do now, I'm going to get to the edges of these things, and I'm going to stop. Okay, I always keep the space station in my upper viewport, and I'm just going to do an all stop. Right. Once I've done an all stop, I just use the mouse to point myself towards the door. Now there's the door. Right, I'm not perfect, but I'm around about there. So now what I can do, use R and F, use R to move myself up. Now, you can't just drive in here. What you've got to do now is press the 1 key, go to your navigation, press E to go to contacts, select Chango Dock, request docking. Press 1 again, and it request granted docking. Now I'm allowed to proceed to pad 27, so you increase the throttle to around about half, nothing too strenuous, and just aim yourself at the hole. Okay, and just get yourself in the hole, use your rotational things. Okay, this guy's going to crash into me. Don't crash into me, you fuck nugget. There we go. And I need to find pad 27, which is there. Right, all stop. Point myself towards the pad, line myself up, gently throttle forward, press G, put down my landing gear, slowly fly towards the landing pad. Very gently, I can speed it up a little bit, and as you get close to the pad, the map will change into a landing scenario. So all you do now, very, very gently head towards, and you want the centre of that spot to be over the landing pad. This is the difficult bit. As soon as you're there, level out, press F, lower yourself down, and you'll dock automatically like that. That will require a shit ton of practice, okay? Just practice, it's part of the parts of the game. What you do then, enter hangar. Don't sit up on the top, alright? Because if some other douche decides to fly into you, you're screwed. But if you're down here, you're safe. Alright, we're under the landing pad. Great. Now I need to go to Starport Services. This is Chango Dock Starport Services. Same as the other place. Fuel and munitions first. Buy some fuel. Use 0.38 tons of fuel there. 8 credits worth. Fantastic. Done. You can also use the mouse for this. Commodities market. Now I bought terrain enrichment systems. So what I'm going to do, click on that. Now I bought them for 3,961 and I'm going to sell them for 4,600, making 600 profit per item. Submit. And I also brought agri-medicines. Now the reason why I did this is because this is an agricultural economy. So agri-medicines also made 2,000 profit on them as well. Made myself 8,000 credits in one jump, or 10,000 credits in one jump. Yeah, really, really simple and easy to do, guys. So that's pretty much a trading route in Elite Dangerous. I will bring out some other videos of how to do space combat when I figure it out myself. If you've got any questions or anything like that, I'll try and make this into not a series, but I'll do a few videos on it. If you've got any questions of any other aspects of the game, yeah, let me know. And if I don't know, I'll try and research them. That's Elite Dangerous. I've been waiting, like I said, for this game. I cannot tell you how long I've been waiting for this game. 20 odd years to come out. I can't wait. And I'll see you in the next video, guys. Stay safe.